các anh chị giáo viên nhí, các student helper, giờ các bạn đang vào phòng á, chuẩn bị rồi. Thì khoảng vài phút nữa thì các bạn sẽ ra. Thì trong khi hai đội debate thì cô yêu cầu tất cả các bạn của mình nè, các bạn chuẩn bị cho cô một tờ giấy, một cây viết hoặc là một thiết bị gì đó để các bạn có thể viết nốt. Các bạn sẽ ghi chú lại thật cẩn thận, thật kỹ những cái gì tụi con quan sát được hôm nay trong buổi debate hôm nay. Ví dụ như là viết cái gọi là reflection giùm cô nha, và các con sẽ nộp sau buổi Zoom hôm nay thì các con sẽ tự nộp hoặc nhờ ba mẹ nộp cái nốt của con vào nhóm Zalo nha.
Là mình học được cái gì là mình sẽ ghi cái đó không cô?
Thì đợi cô chút, ví dụ như là con đã làm rồi tụi con sẽ viết nốt rất là kỹ là những cái bạn từng cái vai trò từng bạn họ nói cái gì nha. Lúc mà tụi con cố gắng khi mà tụi con nghe là phải nốt xuống là speaker opposition 1, opposition 2, opposition speaker 1, opposition speaker 2, proposition speaker 3, từng bạn một họ có những cái ý argument gì, mỗi cái tụi con đều viết xuống nha. Viết reflection, viết giống như là một cái gọi là summary của cái buổi debate. Xong rồi tụi con viết cái reflection là theo ý kiến đánh giá của tụi con. Thì bạn nào, speaker nào nói tốt nhất, who is the best speaker and who is the winning team nhé. Rồi các con có hỏi gì không? Mọi người rõ không? Rồi ok, rồi bây giờ nếu như mà các con rõ rồi thì bây giờ các con sẽ viết xuống cho cô trong khung chat. Mỗi bạn sẽ tự chọn cho mình là mình thuộc cái team nào, opposition hay proposition, xong để cái chữ đó phía ở trên của mình cho cô. Và nếu như mà tụi con
ở đâu ạ?
rename á con,
Nhưng mà
rename.
con biết rename.
Vậy thôi con bỏ vô chat cũng được, lát cô thấy con sửa ra. Rename con. Rồi khi con rename á thì xong á thì con sẽ ví dụ như nếu mà con để con á là proposition thì con sẽ cho cô 3 cái ý. Rồi so các bạn rename sẽ để tên mình opposition 1, 2 hay 3, B1, 2, 3, 3. Hãy để opposition trước cũng được, O hay P trước. Rồi xong rồi á, lát nữa lúc mà cô đưa vào phòng á thì các bạn sẽ bây giờ graph ra the 3 arguments, right, that you would like to say for your own as the opposition or proposition, right? So put O1, O2, O3 if you are in the opposition team, or put B1, P2, P3 if you are the proposition team. Right. Yeah. When you're ready, Michael. Yeah.
Cô, proposition là gì?
Proposition, cô để vào khung chat rồi đó. Ví dụ như là today topic là should homework be abolished. So if you agree, then your name will be P1, P of proposition. If you disagree, then you are opposition. Yeah. So if you disagree, then you start your name with O. O1 is you are the speaker 1 of the opposition team. You said no, homework should not be abolished. Right? Or if you put your name as P1, right? That means you agree. Yes, homework should be abolished.
Teacher, so that means that we should not ban homework, right?
Yeah, so that means it's not about you, but it's about teacher. Yeah, so teacher should not give right. So the question here is, should homework be abolished? Right. So if you agree, yes, homework should be abolished. No more homework, right? Yeah.
Abolish.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I let you have opportunity to choose, because if you don't choose, then I randomly allocate. Yeah. All right. When you're ready, Michael.
Yep. So we've got the debaters for the demonstration just need another 10 minutes to finish
Hi,
their
Mr.
preparation.
Mario.
Hello.
Mr.
But yeah.
Teacher Mario.
So yeah, the debaters just need another 10 minutes to get started. So we'll begin the debate at 2:15. So yeah, in the meantime, keep thinking up arguments that you would like to present in your debate. That you're going to have
Mr.
after this
Mario.
one.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better, but still a little bit sick. Thank you.
Why? You
I don't
got a
know.
cold?
It might be a cold. So I do have a very snotty nose and my headaches have gone away. That's the thing I'm most happy about.
Yeah.
So I'll just
my camera right now.
I know.
Teacher,
Yes.
what's the topic?
So the topic for your debate today will be the same topic as the debate you're about to watch. So the topic is, should homework be abolished? So if you agree and you think, yes, homework should be abolished, no more homework, then you are on the proposition team. If you think, no, homework should not be abolished, we should still have homework, then you are on the opposition team.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And the way that this will work is that everybody is going to watch a debate put on by some of our student helpers. So yeah, everyone's going to watch that. And what I want you guys all to do is, hang on, I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so yes, so it doesn't matter if you don't have like a proper debating team that you are like a part of for the tournament. We're just going to randomly assign speakers to rooms. So you'll, excuse me.
You're sick.
I am still a little bit. But yeah, so we're just gonna randomly assign 6 speakers. So O1, O2, O3, P1, P2, P3. So we'll have 6 speakers to form 2 teams. We'll assign a judge and we'll assign a moderator to run the debate. But what I want you guys to do during this debate that you're going to watch is I want you guys to be taking notes. So while the speakers are making their arguments, I want you all to, yeah, take notes about things, not the arguments they're making, but, you know, things like how they're delivering their arguments, some of the words they use, some of the, like how they deliver their arguments, their structures, all of that important stuff. So if you take notes about that, maybe you might see something that you can use to make your debating better when you get a chance to debate. And then in the second hour, so yeah, in the second hour after that first, actually, sorry. So during the time that the judges are going to be deliberating and deciding on the winner, that's when everybody here is going to write a personal reflection about the debate. So I just want you to write what you think the speakers did well, what you think perhaps in your opinion they could have done better. And then that way, if you have an idea about how you think the debate went, and then you listen to the judges about how they think the debate went, you can compare your notes. And again, it's a chance for you to learn, maybe to correct some thoughts that you had about debating. Maybe you learned something new, or maybe something the judge says just reinforces what you already thought, so you know you're on the right track. But either way, use this as a learning experience. And then in the second part of the workshop, we'll put you in the breakout rooms and you can all have a debate yourselves. Okay. We should be just about ready now for the other teams.
Mr. Michael, the room is so chaos.
Pardon?
The room is so chaotic.
I know. Goodness gracious, there are 13 members of the opposition team now. What's going on?
I know. I just left the room.
You can select your room.
Yeah, you can select your room because that's why students are just coming in and
So, are you sick? Teacher?
Okay, so we need to remove.
You want me close the room now?
Yeah, we'll just begin the debate now.
Teacher,
Yes,
if the
yes.
opposition team has too much debaters, you can send me to the proposition team if you like.
I've already got my three. I've already got my three debaters for each team. So we should be ready to begin. So for this first part, just to answer the question and clear this up. So for this first part, we're just watching the student helpers debate. And then in the second part, where we send you all to your breakout rooms, that's where you get the chance to debate. For this
Excuse me,
first
Mr.
one-
Archer.
Yeah.
Excuse, why is your background Mario?
Because I like his crazy face.
His face is so stupid. Are you addicted to Mario?
No, I hardly ever play it. I just think this is a hilarious
Don't say
picture.
you buy it. Don't say you buy it.
Okay,
It's so
guys, let's
disgusting.
begin.
Why not Genshin Impact?
Why
Let's begin, everybody. So we have a panel of judges for this
It's a danger.
debate. So we have
Teacher.
yes. All right, so I
Can I-
see 3 judges here. We've got Ori, Elsa, and Mark. All right, so we're going to begin the debate now.
no. Oh,
So things are getting pretty formal from here on out. Okay. So no one can unmute themselves. And you can only message Ms. Duck or myself. So before we get started, a couple of quick questions. Alice.
I can go out the room first to 3 hours.
To what, sorry?
Can I go out the room first in 3 hours, 40 minutes?
Can you go out of the room for 3 hours and 40 minutes?
Yes.
That means you wouldn't be back for 4 hours.
No, I go out in 40 minutes.
Okay, if you need to, I suppose you can.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, Summer.
Is there like a motion for us to debate in?
There is, and I will deliver it in the speech I'm about to make. So don't worry, all information will be given, guys. Tom.
Like I said, I am getting planned for the future. In the future, I don't need to raise my hand and literally go in the back of the line. Then I'll be in the front of the line forever.
Ah, well, doesn't work like that. For this one at least. Okay, so let's begin, guys. So, welcome to our public debate for what would have been section 5 of our workshop. The topic for today's debate is, should homework be abolished? Arguing for the proposition team, making the motion that yes, homework should be abolished, we have Ruby, Vika, and Alice. Arguing for the opposition, making the case that no, homework should not be abolished, we have the team of Harry, Felix, and Cherie. Adjudicating this debate and making the final decision on the team that is the winner, we have our judging panel of Ori, Mark, and Elsa. A quick note, please make sure that you have your camera on while you're delivering your speech, because we need to be able to see, or the judges need to be able to see your body language, so they can give you an appropriate style grading. Okay, the debate is about to begin, and I would like to open the floor to the first speaker of the proposition team to open the case.
They can't open the mic, so you have to allow them.
Prop
Oh.
1, Alice, it looks like her microphone is unmuted.
No. So
Yeah.
should I
Unmute.
unmute everyone, but you unmute Alice, unmute the speaker, okay?
I'll request them to unmute when the time is right.
Okay. Mr. Archer, before that, I want to ask you a question.
Go on, one question.
I sent you a Mario funny picture. Can you look at it?
Later, we have a debate to do right now.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, Lily, yes, if your tooth is bleeding, yes, you can go out and make sure you get your tooth fixed. Okay, Alice, all right. Alice,
Yeah.
your time to give your speech. Your time to give your speech starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm the first speaker of the proposition team, and I think that I agree with homework should be banned. In my first argument is homework contributes to increased anxiety to students. Homework takes up a long time for students to finish because I think many students are not good at all subjects and they will take a long time to finish and for asking, but some cannot finish them before they go to school, and that's make a lot of pressure on them to come to the school. The natural outcome of this pile of pressure is anxiety, and many students often have overwhelmed
1 minute.
both by the hours of coursework in a day and the extensive homeworks are anxiety. And my second argument is to have no free time for playing and playing and communicate with their family. Having free time to play or spend time with family and friends is an important part of growing up. And some parents worry that their children don't have time to do this thing because they need to spend all time for doing homework. In some cases, students feel they have to choose homework and playing sport, taking music, or do their hobbies or trying another activity. These activities even teach young people different phases and know more skills in their lives. And I strongly believe that homework should be banned in school.
Finished? I was muted. So I've now begun the 1 minute preparation period before we invite the first speaker of the opposition team to rebut and open their case. Okay, I would now like to open the floor to the first speaker of the opposition team, Felix. Your time starts now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, respected educators, esteemed opponents, and fellow speakers. I am Felix from the House of the Opposition, and today's motion is that homework should be banned. First, I would like to find a motion which the publish here be set to erase completely or remove it away. And now I would like to begin with my first argument. And my first argument is that with homework, students are able to have learning reinforcement. Why? Because homework allows pupils to reinforce what they have learned in class. It allows them to put what they learn into practice and apply what they study, which helps to reinforce their comprehension. Completing homework assignments encourages individual learning and self-responsibility for their own education. Homework assists students in developing skills necessary for success in further education and for the workforce, such as time management, organization, and the capacity to work independently. These abilities are required for lifelong homework, and homework isn't just a chore, it's a personal practice area. Just like the soccer player practicing the kicks, you practice what you've learned in class. Remember that tricky math question? Homework gives you a chance to tackle it again, making sure it will stay in your brain for the long haul. The second argument is that the parents and the teachers will have their own tracking of the students' progress, but also involvement. Since homework can help parents to become more involved in their children's education, it can also give the parents insight into what their child is studying and allow them to support and participate in talks about schooling. Homework can be differentiated to match the needs of the particular pupils. Teachers can utilize to provide struggling students more practice or push advanced students with more complicated assignments. Homework assignments can be used as a sort of assessment, allowing teachers to assess a student's grasp of content. This input is beneficial to both students and educators, since it can help to identify areas that require additional attention. Lastly, it is the sense of responsibility for students. As we get older, we need to be more responsible. And you will also be more responsible as as a student if you have homework, since you'll be required to do the assigned work at home. If a student doesn't assign any homework, he or she will lack a sense of responsibility and will be more inclined to the careless with his other work. In any situation, a responsible student will always shine. And now I shall rest my case. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. We'll begin the 1-minute preparation period before we invite the second speaker from the proposition team to present their arguments. Okay, I would now like to invite the second speaker from the proposition team, Ruby, to continue the proposition team's case.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Good evening, Mr. Judges and everyone in here with the opposition side. So my name is Ruby, and today I'm coming up with the team with the topic homework should be banned, and I'm the second speaker. So now, as you know, the first speaker has told you about the learning homework can make students more stressed, and they don't have time to play with their family and friends. So now coming up with my reasons. So homework can celebrate educational equalities. Not all students have equal access to resources such as quiet study environments or parental assistance.
1 minute.
This disparity can widen the achievement gap and place disadvantaged students at a further disadvantage. Advocates for a ban argued that eliminate homework would help level the playing field and promote equity in education. This is from calltutors.com. My second reason According to calltutors.com, researchers have found that 70% of students doing homework are more stressed than the ones who do
Pause,
less.
we've had a point of interest raised. Harry,
What?
so we've had a point of interest raised against something that you have said. So give me. All right. So Harry, you have 15 seconds. Go.
Okay, so the topic says that we should completely abolish homework. No, because sometimes you might have a bit of homework and that wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't stress you out. Also, you talk about the equality of students when doing homework. Some kids do
All right,
all
that's 15 seconds.
Okay,
Okay.
I may continue my speech, right?
Do you wish to address the point of information that Harry brought up?
Maybe no.
Okay. An unchallenged point of interest was raised, judges. Be sure to mark that down.
Okay, so I may start.
You may start now.
Banning homework can allow students to have more autonomy over their learning and promote personalized approaches to education. Advocates argue that students should have the freedom to explore their interests, engage in self-direct learning, and pursue projects that align with their passions and strengths. It is important to note that opinions on banning homework can vary, and there are counter-arguments supporting the value of homework. These counter-arguments emphasize the reinforcement of learning, development of discipline and responsibility, and preparation for higher education. So that is the end of my speech, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Ruby. We'll now begin the 1 minute preparation period before our next speaker. Okay, at this time, I would now like to invite the third speaker from the the third speaker from, no, we're up to the second speaker, sorry. Second speaker for the opposition team, Sherry.
My speech starting 3, 2, 1. Practice makes perfect, that's what our ancestors told us. So greeting honorable judges, with the opponent and my beloved teammates. My name is Sherry and I am the second speaker coming from the opposite side. As second speaker, my speech is divided into 2 parts. First, I will engage with a couple of photos, and second, I will speak from the team's case along with proposing my ideas. So first, to start out with the rebuttals. The government have claimed that they don't have time to play. So well, this means that the student managing and the limiting their time is have flaws in it and need to improve themselves because it's a life skills anyway. And second of all, we're talking in general of the homework, but it doesn't mean all homework is long and difficult. Also, we have search engine like Google, and why not Google it and actually check and improve yourself and develop your studying skills. Moving on to my first argument about homework is the pathway to improvement. So how do we get how to get good score in science? How to get good grades in math? Well,
1
with
minute.
a formula of practice more and we get better. So it's so obvious that this helps the mind improvement and develop more skills and also with reinforcing the first speaker's arguments about improvement in the work. I want to give the assertion of disadvantages that for not implementing homework in community, such as students would progress in slow rates and having difficulty of understanding along with their own mastery in that subject, as the pressure in having quiz and tests in school. So moving on to my second argument about it teaches students discipline. So ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest here. Homework is generally unpleasant. So however, the increasing mood in homework actually contribute a valuable lesson. Furthermore, homework contribute another opportunity for students to revise their work again. Besides, why the opposition keep going on explaining why we should ban homework? Well, they haven't even given an alternative of what would students do at home if they can't catch up with the progress in school. So with this, in conclusion, homework is unpleasant, but it leads to major success in significant academic achievements. With this, I like to oppose the motion. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cherie. We will now begin the 1 minute preparation period before we hear from the third proposition speaker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to hear from the third proposition speaker to close off the proposition team's case.
Okay. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and the members of the opposing house. I'm the third and last speaker of the proposition team, and I agree with the topic that homework should be banned. First, I'll be rebutting the previous speaker's points, and then I'll be summarizing my team's points. First, Cherie, her internet was bad, but she said that homework is actually good because, well, it helps, it gives us sort of like a second chance and we can study better if we do homework. Well, apart from sitting on a chair for 2 hours and checking off papers and writing down stuff, you could do extracurriculars, for example, science. You could go and make a volcano or something. That's, in my opinion, that's much more effective and fun. And using that, it would help you remember better because fun things stand out, people. Now I would like to sum up my
1 minute.
team's arguments. First, Alice, my first speaker, said that homework produces anxiety because of the pressure of finishing it, and also homework interferes with doing hobbies and learning life skills. You have a good resume? Nice. You have a chance of getting into Harvard? Great. But does remembering the name of Shakespeare's shortest play for your literature test help you survive a flood? You could have used that time to go swimming and learn a life skill. Next is my sum up for Ruby, our second speaker of my team. She said that homework takes up too much time and energy and frustrates students, which leads to negative feelings such as stress and sometimes, in worst cases, depression. Let's face it, some students are very sensitive. Homework also intensifies the inequalities of educational backgrounds. So let's take an example, a very, say, wealthy family and a family with not that much that doesn't have
Sorry,
that
Vika,
much money.
pause. We've had a POI raised. Cherie. Let me set you a.
Okay, so we understand about the issue the students may caught up, but like I already explained in my speech, your team haven't even given up the alternative if students cannot catch up with the progress. And besides from that, school does have physical education. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Cherie. Would you like to respond to that POI, Vika?
Okay, well, I'd like to rebut one point. Sherry said that there's PE. Well, PE, sometimes it isn't enough. PE doesn't teach you how to tie like a crucial knot or how to like tie a tourniquet if you're like bleeding real bad. And even though sometimes there's like extracurriculars and like some example firefighters come to your school and explain stuff, it would be better for us to learn ourselves. And also hobbies don't hurt. They actually help.
Okay, that's the POI.
Yeah.
Back to your speech time.
To resume my sum up with Ruby, homework also intensifies the inequalities of education backgrounds. For example, there's one family that's really rich and one family that isn't that rich, and say their child doesn't have access to the internet. Well, the other family has, really good internet sources, then the other family would have a slight harder progress. And also their parents might not be as good and don't have the capability of helping their child. Also, teachers won't always be available and you can't call them and say, oh, how do you do this? Maybe, I don't know, they'd be asleep. That's the end of my summarization. Thank you for listening, and I rest my case.
Thank you very much, Vika. We'll begin the 1-minute preparation period before the final speaker from the opposition team. Okay, so we have now the third and final speaker for the opposition team to deliver their closing statements, and that is Harry.
All right. My speech would start in 3, 2, 1. Hello, debaters and judges. My name is Harry, and I'm the third speaker for the opposition team. Today's motion of debate is, should homework be banned? And our team totally disagree. Firstly, I would like to rebut the other team's statements. I see that one big problem about them is that they are totally not understanding about the whole motion. The motion says something about banning homework, though all of their matters and their ideas, we just reduce the homework, not just so big as to ban them. Firstly, their team stated that it has to teachers give students too much homework. They don't have much free time in playing, too much pressure. Some kids might not have enough feelings to do
1
the
minute.
homework. Also, it is unequal in learning. Well, this is one I totally disagree. For the first reason, if you just decrease the homework situation, then kids would have sometimes in playing, having sports, and other stuff that they can have some free time. Also, they might not have that much pressure if their parents aren't putting too much extra classes when they are learning. Also, sometimes kids might take extra classes, so that is not a real idea to just don't have homeworks. Because kids are now learning so much. In my neighborhood, for example, they learn, for example, like 7 hours of extra classes per week, and that is a lot. Some other kids might not have enough money, and they are still saying, no, we should still let the kids have a lot of homework. Then where is the free time? The thing here is they aren't really understanding the arguments of all, and they have no definition. Our team provided a definition of the topic and they mistook it, all of it. Also, they can't answer a POI. That is some of the things that lead our teams to winning. I would have a quick summary of my team's ideas. The first one is the sense of responsibility. Second one is parent involvement. And
3 minutes.
third one is learning reinforcement. For these reasons and others, my team wins this debate. Thank you for listening. I rest my case.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now we will begin the 2-minute preparation period for your reply speeches. So make sure you can make sure you've got your reply speech ready. I have given you guys now the chance to communicate via the chat boxes. If you need to communicate with your teammates to get your reply speeches finalized, any notes you may need, please do so now. I'll take questions from the class during the judges' deliberation period. So I'll take questions shortly. Guys, if you are If you are doing the judges' feedback, please hold your feedback until it's time to give it. Don't just give it yet. So I'm going to delete these messages. So I'll let you guys know when it's time to give the feedback. Okay, so it's now time for the reply speeches. So at this time, who from the opposition team is giving the reply speech? Harry, Felix, or Cherie, who's giving the reply speech? Felix is okay. I'd now like to welcome Felix back to present the reply speech for the opposition team. Your time starts now.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Respected adjudicators, esteemed opponents, and fellow speakers. I am Felix from the House of Opposition, and now I would like to present my speech as the reply speaker. So, firstly, I would like to summarize our definition of demotion. And in the motion, abolish means that to erase something completely. And here it meant that to erase homeworks and remove them completely from students. So I would like to summarize my team's 3 main points, which are that the homeworks will provide learning reinforcement. Homeworks can allow parents and teachers to have involvement, but also to keep track of progress. And lastly, it gives us a sense of responsibility. And for example, learning reinforcement, homeworks can help students to review what they're learning, as they can also give them extra skills. Parents and teachers will also can help to support them and know what to help when students need support. And lastly, homework can give the students responsibility. And now I shall rest my case. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Felix. I'd now like to invite the reply speaker for the proposition team to give their reply speech. So is that Alice or Ruby?
Yeah, it's me. I think that students nowadays are pressured by their parents, and I think that's even me, because I have learned many extra class without on school, and they give too much homeworks and experience, like do experiment for students because of their learning process, or because of their school, and because they worry too much about, because parents are worried too much about their future, and that's make them have pressure and stress, because they don't know how to do as their parents want. Many parents put pressure on their children to do a lot of homework, go to extra classes, and also do homework on school by the teacher on class. And it's not just that a few students to go to the school a lot, and so their homework or school assignment will be decreased.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we are going to have a brief period of 10 minutes for the judges to decide the winners, come up with some feedback. In that time, I need you guys to be working on your reflections. Remember thinking about the things that the debaters did well, thinking about the things that they need to be working on more, and just anything really that you can, just working on anything that you think they need to, anything you think, sorry, that you could bring into your own debating. Okay. So I've sent the judges off to their room. And so now you guys, I need you to be, I need you guys to be working on your reflections about this debate. So what you think went well, what you think could have gone better, maybe any interesting words or phrases that we use that you might like to put into your debating in the future. Just take down as many notes as you can so that you've got them to improve upon for the next time you debate, which will be not too long. It'll be a little bit later today. Ken.
So teacher, I'd like to ask you that today, what teams will debate?
So we're going to assign just random, we're just going to randomly assign 8 people to a breakout room. There will be 6 debaters, 1 moderator and 1 judge. And then you're all just going to have a mock debate similar to the one we just saw.
Okay, teacher, and I'd like to ask more that why is the time limit in debates so limited?
So in a normal or in a debate competition, usually depending on the format, students are given anywhere between about 5 to 10 minutes to talk. We just made the decision to make this a more short form debate, so we only made the speaking time 4 minutes. It's to force you to be more concise with your ideas and to value the time you've got to speak more because there's slightly less of it. Tom.
Me have no question just yet, but oh, by the way, I want to be the judge, so I have a few tips to give out.
You have some tips to give out?
Yep.
Well,
almost nobody, like in the debaters, almost nobody. Like in 6 people, only 3 people decided to make rebuttals. Only 3.
I mean, we did only have like 20 or so minutes to prepare for this debate. But yes, there were a few students that
Oh, by the way,
rebuttals.
People also did rebuttals like before they did the speech. Is it possible? Is it allowed?
So a debate speaker cannot speak unless they are giving their substantive or they're raising a point of interest. So If you're raising a point of interest, a point of information, then you can speak for those 15 seconds, but you wouldn't have the time to do like a full rebuttal of somebody before it's your turn to speak.
Okay. Okay, thank
No worries. Hannah.
So that is we in the debate team need to have 3 speakers in one team, but I don't know why one more person in my team your 3rd speaker, but today he get joined yesterday. So how can my team debate without the 3rd speaker?
Could you say that again? Sorry, Hannah.
I mean, like in one team we need 3 speakers for one
Yep.
team debate, but then today one more of my debater he didn't join in the meeting. So my team also debate or we cannot.
So we're not going to assign you to debate with your teams like normal today. We're just going to randomly assign you to a breakout room and have you debate with the teammates you're given. And Alice.
I can write too much because the student helper is talk too fast.
Well, if that's the case, just try and do the best that you can. But there will be some strategies for being able to take notes more efficiently in later workshops. All right, I'll be back in just a second, guys. I'm just going to go check on the judges. Okay, so I suppose I'll just answer a few more questions now until the judges are ready. So, Janet.
So I really want to say that when I'm writing my notes down, I totally forgot. I only write the second oppositions and the last speaker, and I totally forgot to write the first speaker of the opposition team tab.
Now I do not have the clearly notes of the opposition team, so I don't know whatever, which is good for my future debating.
Well, in that case, you just need to make sure that you start taking your notes for all of the speakers next time. There's not a lot we can do for that. I'm just going to go turn a light on. So yeah, for that one in future, just make sure that you are taking notes. There's not a lot that we can do unless somebody else maybe has some notes they can share with you. O1, brave team.
My name is Lincoln because the Miss Duke told us to write opposition team numbers, speaker, and team, and I totally forgot to write my name. Sorry.
That's all good.
So my question is that is it necessary for us to have rebuttals? Because I know that rebuttals will make us have more points for our teams and we'll get the advantage. But I don't know that is it necessary for us to do that. We just need to speaking and that is enough. Also, I have another question that what is the difference between point of interest and point of information?
So your first question, rebuttals, they are not mandatory to participate in a debate. Like you don't have to do rebuttals. However, you can pretty much guarantee that you'll never win if you don't do rebuttals. So a rebuttal is your chance to come back to an issue raised by your opponents. So if they make a whole bunch of arguments in favor of their stance and you don't rebut any of them, you don't say anything about them, you're just letting all of those arguments fly right past you. Like your other team can pretty much consider them points. But if you rebut the arguments made by your opponents, then you are effective. You're trying to negate those arguments so that when the judges think about it, they say, okay, well, they raised this good argument here, but this one's rebuttal to that completely knocked that out. So you're much better off rebutting and thinking of arguments against what your opponents are saying all of the time. So you don't have to do it, but you really should if you want to stand a chance of winning. And your second question, a point of interest and a point of information, they are the same thing. It's only meant to be a point of information, but for some reason, I just have the word point of interest stuck in my head. So whenever you hear me say point of interest, I just mean a point of information. I'm just calling it by the wrong word accidentally. Let's see. Bill.
Teacher, my question is, what if I choose, for example, I choose the proposition team, but my teammates choose the opposition? What will we do?
So for today's exercise, you're not specifically working with your team. You're just going to be put with 3 people or 2 other people that support your yeah, you're just going to be put with 2 other people that agree with or disagree with the motion, depending on what you're doing.
That we prepare in our team to choose, right?
So when you're actually debating, so like when it's like a real debate in the tournament, you and your teammates will always be on the same team. But for this exercise today, we're just going to be putting you, we're just going to be teaming you up with 2 other people that think that agree or disagree with the motion with you. So you're not going to be arguing with your team today. you're going to be arguing with the people that you get put with today.
Yeah, but like we have to choose which team, opposition or proposition, before the debate began, right?
Well, so for a real debate, no, you will get given the motion and you will get given your team before the debate. You will get given that. You won't get to decide. Okay. Let's see. Ruby. Disappeared. Okay, so let's have a look. Ken, you have a question?
Teacher, I'd like to ask that, do we need to take the picture of the reflection and post it on the Zalo group?
No, these are notes that you're taking for your for your own personal learning. It's important that you get this done, but you don't have to hand it in.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Julie, team friendship.
So my question is, what if you accidentally support on a fight about the other team that you're defending?
So it's very, very unlikely that you will ever do that, because before your team presents its arguments, you will all have to you have to run those ideas by each other. So someone in the team will pick up, oh, that argument's supporting the other team. So it should never come to that. But if you do, if it does get to that and you do it, there's not really a lot you can do, really. Just keep going with the rest of your arguments and try not to do it again.
Yes, because prevention is better and clear. At least I know what to do, so that if I accidentally get into the problem, I can fix it.
No worries. But yeah, so hopefully you would catch that issue before the debate ever happens. But if you don't, then yeah, just don't try your hardest not to do it again if you do it.
Yes, I will.
I am going to look at the judges. Where are you, P1 Ruby? I tried to find you before, but you went away. You weren't in the list of participants, so I couldn't call on you to ask you to speak. There you are. What's your question, Ruby?
It's very hard that I can't open my camera. So I can't say or I can't write anything on the screen. So no one knows what I wanted. And I'm like invisible in the class. And I'm like chatting and just waving in the air, although nobody can see me because my
Why
camera
can you not
is.
turn your camera on? A lot of other people can.
I can't
turn the camera on.
Why not?
It's broken.
Ah,
Why would I don't open my camera when it's fine? I'm not doing anything suspicious.
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. Anyway, I am going to go check on the judges. Hopefully they are ready.
I just got out and then somebody put me in the judges. The room. And then I just got out and it was like lagging so much. And then I couldn't go into the class right away, and I have to rest it. So I have to restart it before going into the lesson, and it's pretty long. And so I hate why my camera is not on. When my camera isn't start, I'm very, very angry, which why my camera is broken, because my brother colored red markers onto the camera, and then it goes red, and then my computer being so ugly, and then it got the camera broken already. So I'm not using the iPad I used to use when I got into online class, but today it got a problem. Oh, so Mr. Archer is not here. So I'm talking to the air. Right. Okay, I think I should mute. Or something. Can anyone talk to me by using body language?
The judges are on their way
Hello.
now. And to answer that question, you can't communicate in great detail in body language. Body language is really used more to, so reading body language is generally used more to work out how somebody's feeling or maybe the intent behind their message. So you need a combination of body language and verbal communication to communicate properly with someone, but you can still tell a lot of information about the, what do you call them? About someone. You can still pick up a lot of information about them from their body language. Okay. Okay, so can I get one of the judges? Can I get one of the judges to come through and deliver the verdict and any feedback that you've got, please?
Okay.
Hey Tom, why is your background scary?
So,
you.
Ori,
This is not my
Martha,
background.
Elsa.
Oh, by the
Ori,
way, this is not my
Elsa.
background. I'm following
How bizarre. Bella, do you want to give can you let everybody know what the judges decided, please?
I'm still thinking for the evidence, so can I have about 5 more minutes?
For what evidence?
To show that why that team should win, or Elsa would announce it.
So are you talking about the evidence that the debaters used in the debate, or do you mean the evidence you
No,
judges?
I think that I mean that maybe the other judges would say it. For example, Elsa would say it.
Okay. All right. I'll make like literally 5 minutes because we do need to move on.
Teacher Michael,
Hello.
it's me. If if P1 Ruby is talk to you, you is going to the room, George.
Okay. Well, I've just put the judges back in the room. Hopefully they will finalize their decisions in the next 5 minutes. All right, so I will. I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Just need to go have a quick word with Miss Duke. I'll be right back. Yes, if you need to go to the bathroom or anything like that, please feel free to, guys.
Oh my God, I didn't say that.
What thing to me a lot? What? Who say thing to me?
Okay, the judges will be coming back in now to give you their verdict and give you a little bit of feedback about the debate. Then we're going to break you all off into your own rooms and you can have your own practice debates. Okay, so can I have one of the judges, please, to announce the results?
Okay, I announce the winner of this debate, and it is the opposition team.
Hey, congratulations, opposition team.
I really had the feedback, and now the case was well solved. I would say at the feedback. Okay. The opposition team, they're energetic, and they sometimes use like lots of skills and information, and we had to give them like points, more points than the affirmative, because sometimes we might see that could they be like the one who's the winner? We all asked that at the start, but now we already knew who which team was the winner. So that means we're going to everyone applause for the opposition team, even though you are the opposition team's enemy, then you should still applause for them.
Okay, thank you very much. So what I'm doing now, I'm just loading up some about 10 people per room. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have a debate. So I'll load the rooms up and I'll give you your instructions. Hello.
Okay, sir. So when are we going to assign into the breakout rooms?
Okay, so I'm just doing all of the assigning now. And I will give you your instructions once you're in there.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so I've assigned everybody a room. I'm about to open them shortly. Okay, so the important thing is, so once you're all there, there is a student helper that's been assigned to each room. That student helper is in charge. So if you are in room 1, your student helper in charge will be Willow. So student helper 46. If you are in room 2, your student helper that's in charge is student helper 45, so Summer. If you're in room 3, your student helper is number 42, Minuet. If you are in room 4, your student helper is Harry, student helper number 8. If you're in room 5, your student helper in charge is Bella, student helper Balhan. And if you're in room 6, your student helper is Ori, student helper 33. Now, so it's going to be up to these student helpers to align you on a team. My apologies, Cherie. But yeah, so the student helpers that I just listed off, they're in charge of each room. If you once you're in there, it'll be up to that student helper to arrange you into your teams. So to make sure that okay, so I'm just checking these questions here. So we're doing the breakout session thing now. Hang on, let me finish talking before you all go crazy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So student helpers are in charge of the breakout rooms. Once everybody gets into their breakout rooms, their job will be, so the student helper's job will be to get you arranged into 2 debating teams. We're going to stick to the same motion from the debate that we just had. So everyone's debating the same topic today. So student helpers, you guys pick the teams. We're looking for obviously 3 people. Oh my God, I'm not gonna let you talk until I finish talking. So stop going crazy and let me finish talking. All right. So we know student helpers are in charge. When everybody's gone into their assigned breakout rooms, student helpers, you need to pick 3 people. Count that. 1, 2, 3. 3 people you need to pick to go on to the proposition team. You need to pick another 3 people. 1, 2, 3 for your opposition team. We now have 2 debating teams. Next, we need 1 moderator to run the proceeding. You can just make that yourself if you'd like to. And then the remaining participants in the room will be, the remaining participants in the room will be the judges. All right. Hang on, I just need to make. Okay. So I am just looking now. All right. Okay. I'm gonna open the rooms. Oh my gosh, yes. You've been going mental for long enough. What's up?
So what is a moderator? What does the job do?
So
First of
I was the moderator for that debate you guys just watched. So I introduced the speakers. I made sure that the speaking limits were being kept to. Yeah. So just keep the debate rolling smoothly. Each speaker gets 4 minutes, and then 2 minutes for the reply speech. So I'm going to open the breakout rooms now, and you guys can get your debating teams sorted out.
Sir,
Yes.
do we also divide our OTs because like the teachers are
So-
not gonna divide it for us, right?
So the student helpers that are in charge of each room, they are the ones that get to decide who's on which team. So just to go over that again, we've got Willow is in charge of room 1. Summer is in charge of room 2. Minuet is in charge of room 3.
Call me Moon, please.
Moon is in charge. Well, make sure your thing says that so I know what to call you. I just call you what's written on your display name. Room 4 is being run by Harry. Room 5 is being run by, was it Vika, I believe I said. And room 6 is being run by Ori. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Roles have been decided. Go. Go do your debates.
Can you open the chat and unmute for the people in the breakout room?
Unmute.
Chat. They said that they can't chat. They text me yellow.
Ah,
Yeah.
everyone and anyone direct.
Anyway, if they are in background, maybe just, release all the security.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Everyone direct.
I'm at the prop team.
Pardon?
I'm at the prop team.
You're on the prop team. Do you remember which room you were in?
You just put me in room 2.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll put you back in room 2 then.
No. You just put me at room 2, but I don't have the room 2, kind of like at room Do you know where room is Annie is? Annie?
Annie.
Yeah, I'm at that team. I'm at that team. Truthfully, I'm at that team. I'm the prop, not the op.
Okay, so I say Anna Pham.
And I say Annie. Annie. Annie.
I'm just looking through the thing now.
This is the name. That is the name.
There doesn't appear to be anyone in here with the name of Annie, with the screen name of Annie.
What? So I'm all alone. So
Yeah.
what? I'm all alone.
Well, it's I've got an Anna.
What? Can you type it in the chat? Me. Anna. There's even Anna. Please, Anna. Where's the
So
this?
this is the screenshot that I just took from the participants tab. I typed in Anne. The only thing that came up was Anna Pham and Hannah Probationary.
Just put me on Anna Pham.
Okay, I'll put you back in with her.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Toodaloo.
Teacher?
Hello, Natalie. Which room were you in?
No, this one's not a computer. I don't really care about its battery, so my battery just ran out, and I just plug it in. But I don't know because I don't see the place to join the breakout rooms.
All right, I'll assign you to a room shortly when you come back.
Okay. Teacher, I'm back.
No worries. Okay, I will put you in room 2.
I'm not at that team neither.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, can you show me where it's kind of like up? Up.
There are OPs in quite a few different rooms. Who else were you with?
I got kind of like, I just remember Annie. I'm at that.
Pardon?
I was at Annie's team.
Can you remember who your student helper was in your room?
Kind of like someone kind of like a duplicate bird. Kind of a green bird. A green
So,
bird.
was it Willow,
Willow?
Summer? Was it Moon? Minwet?
Not moon. It's not moon. Surely not
Harry?
moon. Can you take the picture of that?
I don't have pictures. I've just got a list of names.
What?
Was it
That's
Vika? Vika Natrang?
Be Willow. Willow.
It was Willow. So you're in room 1.
What? Room 1? But
So
I can see Willow there.
if your SH was Willow for today, then you'd be in room 1.
Can you show me the team that's up? Or the teams are up? Because I'm at the up team.
Each room has at least one person called up or O.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange. Maybe I'm alone. Because I'm at the up team.
Well, each room has an op team, so that doesn't help me very much.
Now I'm gonna be alone.
Oh, that sounds so sad when you say it like that. I am going to jump around a couple of rooms just to see what's going on inside, and then I'll come back.
Oh my God, now I'm truly alone. I'm truly alone.
Bạn nam thủ dâm một lần nữa.
Put
If you guys have been brought back to this main room, you can just call it an afternoon if you want. So yeah, if you want, you guys can head out because I'm not going to be able to put you back into I'm not going to be able to put you back into the, what do you call it? I'm not going to be able to put you back into a room, John, so you might as well just call it a day. And I'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you, mate.
Hi. 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 Can someone hear me? Who is on? Can you please join me in? Hello? Is nobody here? Yes. Debate and workshop. Debate. Mr. Michael,
Hello.
where is everybody?
Which breakout room were you in?
I'm breakout room 6.
You were in room 6. I think room six is about to finish now anyway, because they haven't been doing anything.
Teacher, are we study done or are we not? Teacher, have we
Muted.
studied done?
Which room were you in?
The third room.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone from that room, so it sounds like you guys were finished doing what you had to do.
Yes, we have.
So yeah, you can go then if that's the case.
Hello. Hey, Scary Mario, are you here? Huh? Mr. Archer. Mr. Michael, are you there? Mr. Michael,
I am. What's up?
I don't know where's everybody. And now my team is like they go they leave the room and then I don't see them in the main room right now.
Had you guys finished what you were doing?
Yes, they
Then you
say
can go.
goodbye.
You're done then. You can go. That's everybody's gone.
Oh, so all of the peoples are gone now?
All of the people that you were working with have gone.
So
There's only
the
room
other
5 and room
peoples are
1
still
still
there.
going.
Is the other people still here?
There's some people working in room 1 and some people working in room 5.
Okay.
But yeah, you're done for the day. You can go if you want.
Bye.
See you later.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. I hope my cam will
Bye.
be right next week.
Pardon?
I hope my cam will be fixed next week.
That would be good. Then we can see you. I'll see you
Bye.
next week. So bye.
Hello, Mr. Archer. Teacher Michael.
Teacher. Teacher. Teacher Michelle. Teacher Michael. Do you hear me? Teacher.